Enemy spotted.
Welcome to today's video. I'm playing Domination. It is Infection, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I end up going off. I start out pretty rough for how normally like my regular gun, assault rifle style game goes. I end up getting pretty angry at how a lot of my deaths are. I get picked off by snipes a couple times. And I was like, you know what? No, this is unacceptable. I know I can kill these guys. So I end up switching over to a sniper, and my sniper shot was definitely on point. That's all I'm gonna say here. And the topic I want to talk about, yep, there's a first snipe that kind of drew me closer to flipping my lid. Even though like I didn't actually flip my lid, I was like, you know what, no, I can out snipe these guys, so I'm gonna switch weapons. But the topic I wanted to talk about today was infinite warfare and how I depict how the game will go based off of what we've seen so far, and of course knowing Infinity Ward as a studio. So for starters, quick thing is my first game I played was with BK. We both played MW2. We didn't really know anything about online at the time. This is way back. I think he was in like junior high and I was just in high school, I believe, probably like 9th grade, something like that. And he's like, yo man, we gotta get this game, it's a lot of fun, my friend's been playing it and we gotta play it. And I was like, alright. So we took to Best Buy, and I believe we had to have his parents there because neither of us were 18, and at the time, well, I guess they still do a pretty good job of this, but you have to be 18 to buy the game, or 17, whatever the case was, and neither of us were. So we got his parents and we got the game, and ever since then I have been pretty hooked in the game. Another thing is that I ended up buying a PlayStation. Well, okay, I guess it was a gift from Brendan. He got me a PlayStation 3 at the time, which was like so cool because before then, I think the only thing that came close to that was on my 13th birthday. I got a DS and Pokemon Pearl, and since then we've been playing it like crazy. He didn't get all that much time for experience because he lives out in the country and they don't have internet in his area. So with that said, that I have played my first Infinity Ward game about the time when it was out, and then I didn't end up getting like an actual Call of Duty as it came out until Black Ops 2. Because when Black Ops 2 came out, I switched over to Xbox, which is what made, yeah, there's that first pick I was talking about. Like, look at that. That's this shot too. I'm lining these guys up. They don't stand a chance out here with this sniper. And the thing that I've always noticed that I've liked so much about Infinity Ward, even though it's not the same team that originally had put it out, is that their game is always really smooth. Like, always. I've noticed that since Ghost, and it's the reason why Ghost is currently my favorite Call of Duty so far, even though it's definitely not the community's favorite. I can understand with a lot of things. The attack dog was a little glitchy, the dark look, which it's warfare and it's supposed to be grim, but yet people, they don't want it. They want to be able to see what's on the screen. I understand that, but at the same time, it's hard to get, both that artistic style and the point across that they wanted. But past that, they've always had some great weapons. They've had the ACR before, and MW2 and MW3. I think that's like the first snipe I missed that I was supposed to hit randomly, going back to the gameplay. But I've never like I've never thought that the games were too buggy, and that's one thing that kind of bothered me this year in Black Ops 3 is that there was quite a bit of bugs. I understand that, you know, it's gonna be difficult to, you know, have your own game and not, you know, have some bugs go through. We got the beta, and you know, we got to try it out, and there's definitely a lot more bugs then than there were now. But another thing is that, like, the hit detection, I always thought that the hit detection was so much more crisp in Infinity Ward games, and I feel like that's what they're gonna bring to the table next year. Look at that no scope. Oh, and then hit it. Is there a third? Ah, I did not. Oh, okay. Yep, I just missed him. But like, just based off that, I just like Chris playing games, and that guy, he was wall banging me from inside the church at that angle. And I'm choking some shots here. But Infinity Ward has always been the game for nice, smooth gameplay. They've always been very serious when it comes to competitive. There's not really much like shenanigans going on. I do admire that about Treyarch. Alright, welcome to the second half. As I was saying, like, Treyarch, the cool thing about them is that they've always been one to innovate and try and bring new things to the table that you don't normally get, like, from the average Call of Duty game, which is, it's nice. It's a good change of pace. I know about halfway through this game, I really started to agonize it, especially with that pistol they just added. And the pistol I'm talking about was the Marshall. I'm not a fan of the Marshall at all. It grinds my gears. It's, I'm gonna save that for another video on that weapon in specific, but they've always tried to do what they can, and it's unfortunate that Activision, they had to go through and put weapons into the supply drops, and I hope that next year we do keep the supply drops. We try to keep it without weapons, even though Activision seems to think that everybody wants weapons and supply drops. They think that, you know, it'll bring in the money, and I mean, if it works, then that's cool. But it's just it's not fun for those who can't afford to, you know, either spend all that money or don't really have that much time to sit there and grind through and try and get all the weapons, especially at the rate at which they give out these supply drops in this game. I know that with these contracts, it's supposed to get a little more frequent. You're gonna have daily challenges, and you're gonna have the weekly ones, and everybody, I'm pretty sure, has already got their 75 wins for the weapon bribe. Which what bummed me out about the weapon bribe is the weapon I got was the baseball bat, and I meant to make a video on it, but for I messed it up, to be honest with you guys, and I guess I'm okay with it. There are, you know, worse things that could happen, because like I said, I didn't get anything I wanted. I wanted some KN attachments. I wanted some KN camos. I think after I got that, a couple surprise drops later, I ended up getting a KN camo for the first time, an epic one. I wanted some Outrider bodies, because I have, like, I think it's 6 Outrider heads, and I have 0 Outrider bodies. I think there's also a similar trend with the Firebreak guy. I wasn't sure if that was a body or not. And just I just hope that, you know, the game is fun at the end of the day. I can sit back and enjoy it, and I don't end up getting as frustrated as I do in this game. That's all I want. Hopefully it's not too much asked for, and Infinity Ward comes through like I believe they will, and I think they should. Choking that easy snipe right there. Come on, man. Get it together. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna let the game play itself out. It's pretty much almost done at this point. I got a nice little Tempest feed here. And I'll see you guys in the next video.